Yo, what's going on, everyone? Miles Midoriya here with a review of All American Season 6, Episode 6. This episode had some characters realize some of the things about their partners that they didn't know about and had to face it. Spencer in the beginning was talking to Coop and he said after he helped out Dion, he realized that he didn't want to lose out on a dream because of another. Psychology, all of that stuff is important to him, so he worked out a deal with his advisor to graduate early. Shout out to Spencer for wanting to work on his degree early before he goes to the NFL. Some people probably wouldn't have done that. It's good for him to have that after he's done playing football. I knew him helping out Dion would also help him out as well. The paper Spencer is currently working on is a part of what kicks off some of the drama in the episode. It's about what makes a relationship work, whether it be romantic or not. He has to go over different case studies, but wasn't able to get all of them because the internet was down at the cabin, so the group volunteered to help him out. What was supposed to be a simple getaway to the cabin by himself, but changed to Olivia coming along, which then led to everyone else being at it. We all knew all of them was going to that cabin. Spencer wasn't just going to be there only with Olivia. Ashley's arrival still made an impact in this episode since we saw they still had some stuff to work on early on in the episode. Olivia had told Spencer that she finished a draft of her dad's book. Spencer asked if Ashley had read it and she said no. It does show that there's still something they got to talk about. Like later on when they were at the cabin, the internet was out, which we find out later it was Coop who did it to help Spencer out. The first case study was them talking about their priorities. Spencer said his, and the one that stood out to Olivia was that he wanted to graduate early. He hadn't told her yet, and the one that stood out to him from what Olivia said was that she wanted to move back to London. Communication is what these two have to work on if they want to make it. I will say though, when it comes to Olivia, I thought he could sort of tell that she wanted to go back to London, but maybe not. I do like how later on he called out Olivia about Ashley. I said this dude is earning his degree. He let her know that they haven't been reconnecting ever since she got back from London because she would have been honest with him about how much Ashley was there for her. Spencer let her know he wanted them to be honest. He said he understands he couldn't have been there for her for everything and he's glad that she found someone to support her. But there's an intimacy for her friendship with Ashley that makes the people around them feel like a third wheel, including him. That is a boundary people in relationships shouldn't cross. Olivia did apologize not telling him about moving to London, but as far as Ashley, she said she wasn't unfaithful. He told her it wasn't simple as that, and why didn't she tell him that Ashley wasn't a woman? She said she didn't know. He told her that she does, that she kept it from him because she knew that their friendship, the kind of time they spent together, how they leaned on each other for everything, was problematic. And she didn't want to have to face that, and how he thought she wasn't being honest with him, but she wasn't being honest with herself. After all of that, I said he was going for the right degree at that college. Spencer is right. She should have told him that Ashley is a man, and to be honest, glad he made it known that he feels like a third wheel when she's around him. No partner should have to feel that way while their partner is in front of them with their friends. She has to take into consideration and may have an effect on him with how close they are, because if this was Spencer, she would have been acting the same way. Olivia is all about the new her and having growth. What he pointed out has to be a part of that. She has to be honest with herself and face that problem. Eventually, she would have to have that talk with him about Ashley. It's not something that's just going to work itself out. The whole moving to London and graduating early stuff should have been discussed. Plus, when it comes to Spencer, there's no telling where he's going to be at when the NFL draft happens. He's going to be moving around and she just wants to move to a place that she likes and that makes her happy. Later on, they had another talk. Olivia admitted that Spencer was right. She didn't want to tell him Ashley was a man because she didn't want to lose their friendship. And how she was wrong, that while she was in London, she got a break from everything back home and wasn't reminded that she lost her dad every single day. And Ashley was a part of that, and she thinks she leaned on that friendship too much and she should have fixed it sooner. She lets him know that Ashley is just a friend and that Spencer is the one that she cares about. In that moment, Spencer let Olivia see one of his journals that he wrote in while she was gone, and she let Spencer read her draft for the book. Spencer also answered Olivia's question, which goes back to his paper, what makes a relationship work, and he told her connections. Those two are good again, and I can understand a little why she didn't say anything at first, but that is her partner and she should be honest with him. It's good that she was able to go to a place that did help her grow as a person and that gave her a break that she needed. I like how they had these two talk things out instead of dragging this part out or just being mad at each other until the next episode. Also, it shows that they are learning and trying to do better in their relationship. No relationship is perfect, mistakes happen, but it is good that they talked it out like adults trying to improve their relationship. Spencer and Olivia weren't the only couple that was having a rocky moment. Jordan and Layla did as well. Patience accidentally let it slip that Ryan was right about her cutting back on her meds. Jordan in this episode, I don't know, he just annoyed me. Like, I get it, him and Spencer aren't cool right now, but he doesn't have to act a certain way. Then the Layla situation, yeah, she should have told him, but he got an attitude and walked away. It was like a repeat of the episode when she forgot to call the wedding planner and he just walked away. We find out later when Layla was talking to Patience was that she didn't want to tell him because depression and anxiety isn't something Jordan deals with on a regular basis. And he finds it hard to understand where she comes from. Patience told her she should give him a chance, and does she know how lucky she is that he just wants to be her life partner. This is another couple where communication needs to happen more. I get what Layla is saying, but she should try to have a talk with Jordan and let him know what's going on. And for Jordan, we not gonna let him slide. To an extent, shouldn't get mad and walk out. He should have a conversation as to why she didn't tell him. Meanwhile, Jordan and Spencer are having a conversation, and Spencer did apologize to Jordan about how he acted and about what happened at the last game. Spencer did bring up Layla, and he told Jordan to hear her out. No sarcasm, no judgment, that Layla doesn't make decisions lightly. She must have had a good reason getting off her meds. Glad these two are cool again and they didn't continue throughout the rest of the episodes. I know it's drama in the show, but I was starting to get tired of it with these two. Later on, Jordan has a talk with Layla and she lets him know that she should have told him that she was lowering her meds, and he told her that he wants her to feel safe with him. She told him she lowered her meds because it had to deal with how they've been making her feel or not feel at all. When she first started taking them, they helped, but this year something changed. They just haven't been working like they're supposed to anymore, so she changed things up. And she said that she will talk to her doctor about getting off her meds. That last part, I don't know about that, but we will speak on that in a minute. Jordan going to go speak to Layla was great. Hear out what she has to say and let her know that he's there for her. There are going to be moments like they just had, but make sure that your partner knows how you feel and that no matter what, they can tell you what's going on, instead of just keeping it to themselves and telling them sometime later. So glad they was able to fix things. Another good thing that worked out for Spencer and Jordan, the other college football team that had to lose so that they could be in the playoffs did lose, so they're back in the game. We about to see some more football games. It seems like a happy ending for Jordan, right? Well, when him and Layla got to the lounge, it had been destroyed on the inside. And by the writing on the wall, I guess it was by some people in the neighborhood, and Layla went off. She was upset, rightfully so, but she was really emotional. Her getting off her meds may not be the right thing to do right now. I think Jordan will have something to say about that they may have a disagreement on. Or he will help her in a way that's able to control her emotions. I felt sorry for Layla that she had to walk into that. She just wants to do good and then this happens. I guess people don't like the lounge being there and want the old spot back, but sometimes things change. That is something that they'll all have to figure out so it doesn't happen again. I also meant to add in, remember the roommates that Jordan had brought in? Well, it seems like they got in an argument in the morning and towards the end of the episode, they broke up. So it looks like that situation handled itself, and plus, at least they don't have to hear them arguing all the time. These next two will be quick. In the episode, Coop and Patience seemed like they were getting along during some of the different exercises Spencer had them doing for his case studies. Eventually, towards the end of the episode, Patience told Coop that she loves her, but things weren't all that good. Laura told Coop that Miko's team has pushed up the trial date. She's taking a stand and saying that it was self-defense, that she's coming for Patience and it's not going to be pretty. That video of Patience fighting is not going to help. This is going to be a difficult case for them, but hopefully everything works out because Miko was in the wrong for what she did. For Laura in this episode, her mom was there and she wanted Laura to start dating again, which she was hesitant at first, and that's understandable. Even though time has passed, it's still kind of fresh that Billy is gone, and her mom should understand that. Laura will start dating when she's ready. As the episode went on, we saw Billy's dad there, Willie, so it was nice to see Laura's mom and Billy's dad show up in this episode. Willie did end up helping Laura's mom set up a dating profile for Laura, but towards the end of the episode, it looked like those two were getting along with each other, which I thought was good, but we all remember how he acted towards Laura in the earlier seasons, and now he's talking to her mom, but people can change. In the end, before Laura talked to Coop about the trial, Coop had seen that she had a dating profile, and she told her that she wasn't ready. I do think Laura should take things slowly. She doesn't need to rush into dating. It should be when she's ready, and when she is, it'll be much better. Overall, cool episode. I like seeing the characters point out or face their problems. Relationships will have some difficult moments, and as couples, they'll have to work them out. And it shows that they can't avoid them for their relationship to grow and that they'll have to have those difficult conversations. But I am interested to hear what y'all have to say. Comment below. What did you think about the episode?